Let's react to the AP Top 25 and find out just where Oklahoma moved up and just how far Alabama and Texas moved down. What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. If this is your first time watching Adapt and Respond, thank you for joining us here. We talk college football year round. If you're into that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and answer the question in the comments below. How far down do you think Alabama and Texas should go, and how far up do you think Oklahoma should go? We're going to find out with the AP things. I put my top 25 out earlier today, and I think I was mostly considerate. So let's go through it. Number 1, Ohio State, 10-0. Beat the crap out of UCLA. Didn't even have a starting quarterback. Ho-hum. Cue the chorus of people who want to say Ohio State hasn't played anybody. Yeah, all right. Yes, I am a little hoarse from yelling and screaming yesterday as Oklahoma got its win against Alabama. Absolutely. Number 2, Indiana, 11-0 for the first time in school history. Purdue is all that stands between Indiana and a perfect season. Remarkable. Very cool what Kirk Cignetti has done. Feels like Ohio State and Indiana are on a collision course, the Big Ten Championship, which could be number 1 versus number 2, and that's great. A&M sticks at 3, even after falling behind 30-3 to South Carolina halftime. 28-point comeback to win 31-30. Outstanding performance by Marcel Reed in the second half. 9-12 for 203 yards, 3 TDs in one quarter. Ends up with 439 passing yards. They look like a team that can play in the semifinals. I'm not sure it's a team that wins the national championship. Number 4, Georgia moves up off the strength of a remarkably cool, calm, collected win against Texas. Third time in a row that Kirby Smart has beaten Steve Sarkisian. And that onside kick, still diabolical, right? 35-10. Really great. Georgia feels like a team that can be the best team in the country if they want to be. Number 5, we got Ole Miss moving up after falling behind against Florida, coming back to win that game comfortably. They're an Egg Bowl win away from an 11-1 season and a shoe-in to the college football playoff. And then we got a two-way tie for number 6, Texas Tech and Oregon. Texas Tech, who is 10-1 for the first time since 2009, decisively beat UCF, trying to put Jacob Rodriguez in the Heisman conversation by allowing him to rush for a touchdown. He is the best inside linebacker in the country, will probably win the Butkus Award, might win the Bednarik Award, Nagurski Award too. Heisman finalist could be it. He's got better stats than Manti Te'o in 2012. We'll see. Oregon at number 6. Their only losses to Indiana. Indiana's really good. Oregon has beaten everybody else pretty handily. We'll see if they end up in that spot where I think Ole Miss will be, which is they didn't play for a conference championship, but they'll be 11-1 and invited to the playoff. Oklahoma moves up 3 spots to number 8 off of a remarkable win against Alabama on the road, 23-21. First team to knock off Alabama in SEC competition. Back-to-back top 25 wins for OU, 8-2, right where they should be. Number 9, Notre Dame, also 8-2. Since losing those first 2 games to A&M, which still looks better now than it did. Miami, which looks a little bit better now than it did a few weeks ago, but not as good as it did when they were number 2. 8 straight wins for them. They feel like they're going to walk into the college football playoff. Bama is down to number 10, 6 spots. I was a little bit more, I should say, harsh on them. But I think Bama can still make it into the college football playoff, but 9-3 ain't going to get it done, dog. You're going to have to be 10 wins, and you needed that win against Oklahoma. BYU improves to number 11 off their 9-1. They're the second best team in the Big 12. Feels like the Big 12 might get 1 team in for sure, that automatic qualifier, but 2 is going to be hard. Vanderbilt was idle, moves up a spot to number 12. Utah beat the dog crap out of Baylor. They're 8-2. Miami beat the dog crap out of NC State. They're 8-2, 14. 15, we've got Georgia Tech, who needed to come from behind to beat a bad Boston College team. No longer looks like the best team in the ACC. That's Notre Dame. Just consummate the marriage. Okay, number 15, well, we mentioned was Georgia Tech. Number 16, USC comes back to beat Iowa. Lincoln Riley was hype about it. It looked for all the world like Iowa might actually prove that they can beat a top 25 team. No, they can't. USC is still in the running. They just got to hope that Michigan drops the game, notably to Ohio State a little bit later on. Texas falls to number 17. Wow, 7 spots off of a 25-point drubbing by Georgia and a 3-loss program. Couldn't have happened to a better group of people. University of Texas. Number 18, Michigan needs a walk-off field goal to beat Northwestern, but they stay 8-2. They hold serve with USC. They got the one head-to-head. You might get 4 teams in from the Big Ten. Feels like SC and Michigan are going to be fighting from that spot for that spot. Virginia 9-2, up a spot off of a really great win with Chandler Morris at quarterback against Duke. Tennessee up a spot after beating the dog crap out of New Mexico State. James Madison is up 3 spots to number 21, 9-1. Their only losses to a Louisville team that was ranked, but then took a loss to Clemson. Not so good anymore. North Texas in at number 22. Thought that North Texas is the best group of 5 team, group of 6 team in the country. They score at will. It feels like they are going to be playing in the conference championship for that spot, right? We'll get to see if Navy can beat up on Memphis, and they might have something to say about this. I think Navy's a good football team. Number 23, Missouri, okay. Number 24, Tulane, okay. And then Houston, because we're running out of good teams, moves up to 25 at 8-2. Receiving votes, Navy. Illinois with 31, Navy at 61, SMU with 28, Arizona State with 19, Louisville with 17, Iowa with 14, Pittsburgh got just a crap kicked out of them by Notre Dame to 12, San Diego State to 12, Arizona to 9, UNLV to 9, Washington to 8, South Florida to 6, East Carolina to 4, and UConn to 1. So what we learned most about these top 25 is that they are reasonable. And for the most part, it feels like the voters watched the football games that were played this weekend. And there were a lot of them. We only had one team that was idle in the college football playoff selection committee's top 25. What I find to be interesting about this is I chose to leave 1, 2, and 3 the same. Everybody won their games. They won their games decisively, as it were. Ohio State, who never trailed UCLA, trailed early and then came back to beat, or not, excuse me, it was tied early and then came back to beat Wisconsin and Indiana. And then A&M had what is being touted as the best SEC comeback in history. And I'm going, it's the number 3 team playing a 3-win team. So what are we actually talking about here? It feels like if you are pro SEC, you're going to say, look at what A&M was able to do with its back against the wall. If you're not, or you're just a casual college football fan, you're going to look at this and go, you're telling me that team can win a national championship? Not when Lenore Sellers and Rasul Faison and Nick Harbor are not playing their best football and still manage to score 30 points on you in one half of football. Vakari Swain is a great punt returner, great safety or cornerback. Dylan Stewart, great defensive end. He sacked both the quarterback and the running back and got the strip fumble. It felt like Marcel Reed showed his Jekyll and Hyde, right? We know what it looks like when Marcel is very good, second half, and when he's very bad. He tried to throw 6 interceptions in the first half of football. So I think I'm going to leave them alone because they're 10-0 and it's a tough league, and they're 10-0 in a league that doesn't have anybody else that's undefeated. However, I tend to think if you're looking at this honestly, you're going to say Georgia is a better football team than A&M. Where we get interesting is Oregon a better team than Texas Tech? These are games we want to see. I want to see Indiana A&M. I want to see Tech Oregon. I want to see, we've seen Ole Miss Oklahoma. We know how that goes, right? You can see a line here. But as we get further in the college football season, it's becoming clear. We know who's great, but can they hold serve? We'll find out.